Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the difference between AWS and OpenStack. So when we are discussing cloud technology, right? So obviously we should discuss about AWS and the OpenStack. But to know the difference between both of them, right? We should be knowing what is AWS and what is OpenStack. And the question again is why we are going ahead with AWS and OpenStack. The reason is I am taking care of or I am planning to prepare some video on Cisco data center SDN solution, that is ACI. And now to integrate ACI with AWS and to integrate ACI with the OpenStack, I should be knowing these terminologies. So I am little bit of doing reverse engineering. I should be covering first data center, what is data center, then different ACI and terminology and all. Then I can go ahead with the AWS and OpenStack. But little bit I am doing reverse engineering here. But yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, we'll see what is AWS and OpenStack. Yeah. So OpenStack is subsidiary of Amazon, and it is an on-demand cloud computing framework that offers a host of different abstract technical infrastructure and distributed computing frameworks and tools for catering to enterprise needs. It provides the cloud computing solution as infrastructure as a service and platform as a service. And also it is the best part of this AWS is it follows the pay as you go model. Like only you have to pay the service what you are using, no need to pay extra thing. Yeah, so that is a little bit introduction or what is AWS. Next one is OpenStack. So OpenStack is an open source cloud computing solution as an infrastructure as a service platform that deploys in both public as well as private clouds. It comprises several components that function together to manage large multi-vendor hardware, storage and networking resources. On top of it, it provides the orchestration, fault management, service management services to improve user applications availability, because we need to know, right, how much applications are available and is there any fault happens and all. So these things will be managed or done by OpenStack. So next one is comparison between AWS and OpenStack. If someone is asking or someone is saying which one is good, OpenStack or AWS, answer is depends. Like depends on customer needs or what is the customer requirement or company's requirement. Sorry, it is company's requirement. So based on the requirement we can say okay, AWS is better or OpenStack is better. So here I have categorized 5 points as difference between AWS and OpenStack. But it is not the only 5 points, but I feel like these 5 points are important to at least for a basic start and understand the differences. And these are only not a 5 points, we have other points as well, but for this session I have considered only the 5 points and I feel like these are very important. So first one is the security. So AWS leads the front as it encourages a more secure and a private approach, and it creates an instance and locked by the particular user, where OpenStack open source, right? So it will not provide that. monitoring. Next one is the monitoring. So we know, right, cloud computing platform must allow monitor how resource are being utilized. So for that, AWS uses CloudWatch and OpenStack uses Ceilometer. In this case, CloudWatch only focused or exclusively designed for AWS. So yeah, so it is a little bit of fixed with the AWS, but for Ceilometer it is, open kind of things. Next one is networking. So as a good cloud computing platform, we must follow, how the servers and other virtual servers like internal servers or external servers, how they are connected, right? So for that, AWS extends facility by DNS scalable route, Amazon Elastic Load Balancing, Amazon Virtual Private Cloud, and they are connecting to the corporate servers, and how and after connecting they are allocating the private IPs via DHCP method. But in OpenStack they are using load balancer as a service, and they are assigning the manual IP address, like where they have the flat network VLAN enabled automatically, and after enabling that they are assigning the manual IP addresses. Okay. Next one is storage. When we are talking about storage, there are of two types: block storage and object storage. So for block storage, AWS has S3, OpenStack has Swift. For object storage, AWS has Cinder and OpenStack has EBS. Last but not least, the computing power, because computation refers the process of running application on virtual servers. So if we have more virtual servers running, obviously, and more number of applications running on the virtual server, and where we have because every day new apps are added, right, in the environments, and maybe if we are able to leverage those many apps together, and performance should be good, right? So we should understand the computing power, how they are using it. So AWS, they are using like they has a virtual network EC2. They work with the Zen and Hadoop based big data tools, and whereas OpenStack uses infrastructure as a service infrastructure, which can scale horizontally, and that can be done by incorporating the new machine into the server, and which they can increase the computing power without intervening or without increasing the CPU or RAM. So these are the basic differences between AWS and the stack, and these are the points I thought, okay, we should cover it. Yeah, thank you for listening.